Let's do this.
Hi guys, welcome back to Reality. I'm Jenny.
And I'm Danielle, and today we're talking about Real Housewives of New York City. We're on season 13, and this was episode 12. And it was titled, Baby, It's Cold Inside. It says, in the city, after their trip to Salem, Ebony and Sonia get back in the boxing ring with Martin, which Martin is the one that Leah and Tinsley worked with last year. He's a little crazy. It says, while Luann and Leah put a joint birthday party for Ramona and Sonia, Ebony continues to search for answers about her family history. The women join Luann to record their new holiday song for charity, but Leah has questions about legalities and the proceeds. Then the group celebrates Ramona's birthday, or Ramonja's birthday, and grab a bag of local eye candy with a grab bag of local eye candy. So this was kind of a crazy episode. So
the
Ebony,
video or the soundtrack for the song, and then Leah with the whole lawyer thing and everything. God bless her. I mean, she's right. They all should be looking out for themselves that way and everything. But that was kind of sticky with it being friends.
Well, and it wasn't that. It was that it was for charity. If it wasn't for charity, then it wouldn't have been a big deal, because even right after she brought it up, Ebony was like, look, if this wasn't for charity, girl, but it's for charity. So it's just weird that she brought it up like that for charity.
Yeah, but she's younger than the rest of them and stuff. I feel like.
But she's owned her own business for several years now. Like, she has more money than most of them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't know.
She has a clothing line.
I would feel the same way. Like, you have to have all your bases covered legally.
I think she just picked the wrong time to bring it up is all.
I obviously don't live in that lifestyle, so what
True.
do I know?
Yeah, me neither. I think she should have just talked to her in private instead of in front of all the ladies right before the party.
Yeah.
Oh, and then Ebony had a DNA test done for her potential sister, which I believe her name is Ashley. Yeah, so Ashley agreed to the DNA test to see if Ebony and her do share the same father, which they found out that they in fact do share the same father. So she says, Kenneth is Ashley's father. Ebony explains in a confessional, I did not have a relationship with Kenneth. My mother, during our trips to see her family in Louisiana, knowing that he could potentially be my dad, we had a handful of visits and that was it. She was on video with Ebony or with Ashley, and she said, I don't even know how to act because I've never seen you on video. She said, you're beautiful. I'm tripping. I don't know. This is like so crazy to me. So I think that's exciting that she has a half sister now that really she could get to know.
Yeah, I loved it when she said she calls her sis, and she's like, "Oh, well, that takes on a whole different meaning."
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it sure does. But she said she's just really grateful that Ashley was willing to take the test, and she feels like the little bit of family she does have is dwindling. So before it's too late, she wanted to make every effort with Ashley and at least find out.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that worked out for
I am
her.
too. Yep.
Then we had Ramona and Sonia's mixed birthday party that Luann was throwing. And then Leah said, oh, please let me do the cake. Let me do the cake. Oh, well, first she said she wanted to have strippers, and Luann was like, no, because we all know how Ramona is about strippers. She walked off the reunion because they were talking about Alex's nudes back in so many decades ago. So she's very weird about that stuff. She doesn't like it at all. So, and then she was like, well, at least let me do the cake. So she just said she would do the cake. So they're all at the birthday party. Then they get into the argument about the lawyers with the charity song. And then after all that, she's like, oh, wait, the cake, the cake. So Leah goes to go back and get the cake. And she comes out clapping and smiling like ear to ear, like jumping up and down, all happy while they're bringing out the cake. They bring out this cake and it is a big, huge cock. It's like this big old dick and balls. Like, seriously.
And Ramona is just like,
Ramona's just like,
what the frick?
yeah. But I do have to say, I'm very proud of Ramona for the way she handled that. Had
She
this
did
been a
handle it
couple,
well.
yeah, had this been even a year ago, she wouldn't have. She would have just got up and walked off. But instead, she took it with Kuth and she blew out her candles and she ate a piece of dick.
Yeah, but no, that was after Leah comes up and bites off the tip.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Leah did come up and it wasn't even her birthday cake. So they didn't even get to cut the cake. She's sitting there before she can even blow out the candles. Leah comes up and just bites the tip off of it.
Yeah, but wasn't
It's
the
like,
other
what?
one? Wasn't Sonia's of the JJ?
It was. Sonia's was a vagina, yes. We didn't get to see that one. And even the dick, they have it blurred out. You can't see it. So I'm guessing if you want to see it without it being blurred, you got to get the DVD. But you could tell it was a big old dick and balls.
Yeah.
So then they cut it and they're all sitting there eating the cake and you're like, oh, wow, this is so good.
It didn't even look good.
Oh, it didn't.
No, it didn't
it's
look
funny.
like the cake did not look like anything special.
And it was funny because I was on the phone with you and I see this huge dick cake come out and I'm explaining to you and you're just dead silent. I'm like, I don't feel like you grasp what I'm saying. What I'm telling you right now. You're not even reacting to this.
Because you know why?
Dick on the TV.
You know why? Because my dad used to design cakes and he used to make one like that, except that it had a tube that ran through it. And when you squeezed this thing, it made it. Yes.
Oh
yes.
my God. Oh no.
So that cake was not nearly. I can't even believe I'm giving these kudos to my dad. God rest his soul.
Your dad sounds like an awesome man, though. If he's sitting there making a cake where you squeeze it and stuff comes out, it just squirts.
He also used to do great big titty cakes too.
Did he put tubes through them so he could squirt out milk for like mamas that were pregnant?
You know, I don't remember, but knowing my dad, I probably put it past.
That would be the perfect cake for like a baby shower.
Yeah. Or not.
Okay, but I would want that at my baby shower.
It was funny when he did it. It was like more because my dad owned a bar too. Mm-hmm. And it was like for, one of his bar friends that he made it for. So it was taken well.
That's so funny.
There wasn't a Ramona in the crowd.
Right. And if there was, no one ever knew.
And man, we didn't get any glimpse of the vajayjay cake. Not like
nothing. Not even a blurred view of it. Probably because but they did say like several times, like Leah kept repeating vajayjay, penis, vajayjay. Like she wanted to make sure everybody knew what the cakes were, which you could clearly tell what the cakes were.
At least she didn't start drawing diagrams and using a whiteboard and
I know, right? It was just
guys,
so
welcome
great.
to the stream.
Oh, it was so great. We're just talking about Ramona's birthday cake.
And then Ramona ends up leaving with
shortly after. With what?
With one of the guys.
Yeah, but they weren't strippers.
No, but
yeah,
but they were. You could tell they were going to hook up.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Since she got divorced a couple years ago, she's been on the prowl.
See, I'm new to this one, guys. I always watched Beverly Hills in New Jersey. I just started watching the New York City one,
I've been
and
trying to get her to watch it for years.
I love it. It just seems so much more realistic, that
Yeah, I agree.
they don't flaunt the extravagance of being rich like the other ones do. So
Yeah,
I
I
really
enjoy
like
it
this
more.
one. It's kind of a different dynamic.
Yeah, and I've been watching it for 13 years now. I watched it from the first time it came out. I really do hope you go back and watch the other seasons because I know you'll enjoy them.
Oh yeah,
Once
I
we
bet I
catch
will
up.
too. They just, and I said, you were like, no, but I also feel like they're not as vicious. Like they really genuine, like the other ones. I feel like they're only friends for the sake of the show. I
I think that's because of the season we're watching.
Oh yeah, that could be. This is
That's
my
why I
only
say,
season.
yeah, you
I
gotta go
watched
back
a
and watch some
few
older
episodes.
seasons.
I watched a few episodes from last season, and it was really funny because I can't remember what episode this season it was, but it was a good thing that I had watched the episode from last season, and I only watched maybe two or three from last season.
It was the naked pool scene I think you're talking about when they showed a flashback.
No,
Oh.
um, I can't remember what it was. It was something to do with Sonia, probably. I love Sonia play, and I don't know. There's something. She's such a hot
Yeah,
mess, but
Sonia
there's
is
just something.
awesome.
Yeah, there's just something about her I
And
love.
the funny thing is though, she's only like that during filming. Like as soon as filming's off, she turns into I don't know how to explain it. Like she doesn't drink at all off season. And she
Wow.
eats better because like she's always like, yeah, I got my she has two sets of clothes for on season and off season because she always puts on at least 10 pounds when the season starts airing.
Sh- she's so pretty.
She is. She's gorgeous. She's
How
gorgeous.
you know her age?
She's at least 60s, I wanna say. Her and Ramona are at least in their 50s or 60s. Um, she hasn't been on the whole time, though. She came on season 3.
She's
Luann
57.
yeah, I knew she was probably 60. I was gonna say 60. Um, she came on season 3, and then Ramona and Luann are the only 2 originals left from the very first season. Everybody else is really new. Leah has only been on for 1 year, and the other 3 just came on this year.
I wonder if Dorinda will come back.
I don't know. I don't know. She
Yeah,
got fired.
I know I need to go back and watch it
Yeah,
just
you
so I
do.
know,
You got to.
how bad she got.
And Dorinda came on. She was on for at least 5 years. I know that. It might have been
She
longer.
kind of
I
reminds
don't know.
me of Carolyn Manzo.
Mm, I don't know. I like Carolyn Manzo.
So do I, but I liked Dorinda too, but I've only seen her in like
You've
three
only seen 2
episodes.
episodes. Yeah, you can't really say if you like her or not. You haven't seen her. She got really, really vicious last season, so it got way too dark, and they were like, "No, you gotta go." Like poor Tinsley, she was just ripping her apart for no reason. Like anything, she'd be like, "You don't share with us," and she shared with everybody else. But plus, she would say, "Oh, all your money is from men." No, she has a trust fund. She was what most people think, like Luann and all them think, is that she always wanted like with Richard, her ex husband that died several years ago, like before she even came on the show, she had the lifestyle that she always wanted. They were rich. She could do nothing but stay at home. She was like a trophy wife. She just had to take care of her daughter. Well, Tinsley was born into that lifestyle. And after Richard died, Dorinda lost it. So that's why Luann and all them think that she was just jealous of Tinsley had still had that lifestyle and she doesn't. And that's why she just went so off the rails this year because the only thing she had really left from Richard was the house in the Berkshires, and it got ruined with a flood and had to be redone. So she was going through a lot emotionally last year, and she just couldn't handle it,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Well, I hope she get this, took this year to kind of get her life back in order and maybe she'll
Yeah,
come back.
yeah, but I liked her every other season, just not last season.
Yeah, I need to go back.
Yeah,
Um, that's about it, I think, in this. episode.
Yeah, I think that was it for this week. There wasn't a lot that happened. It was mainly the party and the charity song.
Yeah. I
And
want to
then
hear this. I want to hear and see the video done.
yeah. Yep. Well, this was all filmed a while ago. It might have came out this last Christmas.
Oh yeah, maybe.
I bet it's already out because usually, or it's coming out this year. We'll see. A lot of times when she has her songs, they're already out before we see them getting made. Like I know Giovanni was out already before we saw the show, and that song "Feeling Giovanni" is about Dorinda because she was so drunk at Luann's show, and Luann Luann was up there doing her thing, and apparently Dorinda had asked Giovanni to get her address or whatever. And once she got so hammered that she was like blackout drunk, she started yelling, Giovanni! Giovanni! Like during the middle of the show, and everybody's looking at her like, what in the hell is wrong with this woman? And she just keeps going, Giovanni! You got that dress from Giovanni! Giovanni! It was insane. Luann's up there like newly sober. Like, what is going on? Oh, and Dorinda always tried to tell Luann, you're not an alcoholic. You can drink. You're not an alcoholic. Yeah, she's an alcoholic. Now she's back on the wagon. Last year, Dorinda was like, just take a drink. Get over with it. Get it over with. Just drink it.
That's why they say you got to change people, places, and things when you
Yeah.
get
Yeah.
clean.
Well, I think Dorinda just missed her drinking buddy.
I just found an article. It's called Ramona Singer Sings Luann's Christmas Song. Real Housewives of New York fans call it a nightmare.
Yeah, I saw the previews, and she does not sing very good at all. I'm sure they'll add some auto tune in there, but on the show, yeah, you can tell that she can't sing.
I said Ramona can't sing and Sonia can't get the lyrics right. This song is a hot mess.
Somehow they always come out really good, though.
I want to see. Let's see how old Ramona is. She's 64.
Yeah, I knew she was older than Sonia. I knew she was at least 60.
Wow.
Because when they
She
let
looks
go,
amazing.
she does. Because she takes really good care of her skin. She has her own skincare line. But the reason I knew her age was because the previous season, it was season 14 or 15 of the OC when they let Vicky go and Tamra. They were like, "Oh, you guys are ageist. You don't want the old women on the show." Da 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 da. And Andy Cohen was like, "If we were ageist and trying to get rid of all the old people, Ramona and Sonia wouldn't still be on the show." So yeah, but you got to think about it. Ramona's been on the show for 13 years now.
Yeah.
So when she started out, she was what, 40s?
Yeah.
Crazy.
That is crazy. I can't believe
Sonia's been on it for 10 now.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Well, and Luann's been on it for 13 years too, and she still looks really good.
Let's see. Luann. Luann is 56.
So 1 year younger than Sonia. Yeah, Ramona. See, and Ramona, there's been some seasons where I haven't liked Ramona either, but I like her this year.
Yeah. I like Ramona.
People used to call her Crazy Eyes back
love
in the day.
She has no poker face whatsoever.
No. I love her to death. Her eyes, you can always tell by her eyes because they get real big, like what?
Yep. And she rolls them a lot.
Yeah. It was worse back in the day. I don't even know how people would call her Crazy Eyes because it just was, yeah, it was insane.
All right. Well, I guess that's it for us today, guys.
There was no Beverly Hills this week. So we won't have that coming out today. That'll be next week.
Yeah, we thought we had to record that today, but it wasn't on. But we will be back next Thursday for Beverly Hills and for New York City.
Yep.
Thanks for joining us, guys. Take care.
Have a great day. Bye.